Hey friends, thanks for being here. I'm happy to see you again with another video. Today's topic is on emotional intelligence. We are watching the second video in the series on emotional intelligence. If you have not watched the first video, then watch the first video first and then watch this video. Without further ado, let's jump straight into the topic. The four components of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is typically broken down into four core components: self awareness, self management, social awareness, relationship management. To develop our emotional intelligence, it's important to understand what each element entails. Here is a deep dive into the four categories. Self awareness. Self awareness is at the core of everything. It describes your ability to not only understand your strengths and weaknesses, but to recognize your emotions and their effect on you and your team's performance. According to research by organization psychology Tasha Enrich, 95% of people think they are self-aware, but only 10 to 15% actually are, and that can pose problems for your employees. Working with colleagues who are not self-aware can cut a team's success in half, and according to Enrich's research, leads to increased stress and decreased motivation. To bring out the best in others, you first need to bring out the best in yourself, which is where self awareness comes into play. One easy way to access your self awareness is by completing 360 degrees feedback, in which you evaluate your performance and then match it up against the opinions of your boss, peers, and direct reports. Through this process, you will gain insights into your own behavior and discover how you are perceived in the organization. Self management. Self management refers to the ability to manage your emotions, particularly in stressful situations, and maintain a positive outlook despite setbacks. Leaders who lack self-management tends to react and have a harder time keeping their impulse in check. A reaction tends to be automatic. The more in tune you are with your emotional intelligence, however, the easier you can make the transition from reaction to response. It is important to pause, breathe, collect yourself, and do whatever it takes to manage your emotions, whether that means taking a walk or calling a friend, so that you can more appro- appropriately and intentionally respond to stress and adversity. Social awareness. While it is important to understand and manage emotions, you also need to know how you read a room. Social awareness describes your ability to recognize others' emotions and the dynamics in play within your organization. Leaders who excel in social awareness, prac- practice empathy. They strive to understand their colleagues' feelings and perspectives, which enables them to communicate and collaborate more effectively with their peers. Global Leadership Development Frame (DDI) ranks empathy as the number one leadership skills, reporting that leaders who master empathy perform more than 40% higher in coaching, engaging others, and decision making. In a separate study by the Center for Creative Leadership, research researchers found that managing managers who show more empathy towards their direct reports are viewed as better performers by their bosses. By communicating with empathy, you can better support your team, all while improving your individual performance. Relationship management. Relationship management refers to your ability to influence, coach, and mentor others and resolve conflict effectively. So, some prefer to avoid conflicts, but it is important to properly address issues as they arise. Research shows that every unaddressed conflict can waste about 8 hours of company time in gossiping and other unproductive activities, putting a brain on resource and morale. If you want to keep your team happy, you need to have those conversations. In a survey by the Society for Human Resource Management, 72% of employees ranked respectful treatment of all employees at all levels as the top factor in job satisfaction. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down your emotional intelligence and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Bye bye. See you again.